we're 1 minute into the contest. Rock Creek leading 2-0 here in the first game for both teams. The number 2 seed Lady Cats come in with a 7-1 record and take on the Rock Creek Mustangs. The ladies from Rock Creek haven't found their first win of the season yet, as they are 0-8 on the season. At the top of the circle, Gilman finds high post Wagner on the give and go. Not there on the clear out. Sawyer down low. Her shot blocked from the backside, taken away by Rock Creek, and they'll pull it up court. Across the timeline, Tabitha Vetter with the dribble. Put it back out on top to Reuter. Now they'll swing right side. Brockish with the dribble. Tries to lob down low, but over the hands of Reuter, out of bounds. That turnover will give it back to the Lady Cats. In the backcourt, Gilman takes the inbound. They'll bring it across the timeline, puts it in the hands of Kirsten Young. And she'll set the offense for Burlington. Goes to the high post. Wagner at the free throw line. Back to Young behind the arc. Her three on the way. In and out. Rims away. No good. Rebounded out to Reuter. Rock Creek doing a great job of rebounding. Not giving the Lady Cats any second shot opportunities. Rebound down low. Turnaround shot blocked by Emily. Nice job. Ashland got up with a hand to knock that ball loose. Kirsten Young brings it down. Up with the shot, no good, and rebounded off to Reuter again for the Mustangs. They'll bring it up across the timeline to the top of the circle, work left wing. Now at the free throw line, they'll extend it out to the right wing. Put it back at the top with Alani Scott. She'll go through, gets a return pass. She's blocked out down low, but all tipped away. It's out of bounds off the Lady Cats, and Rock Creek will play it in under their own bucket. Substitutes coming in is Jara Thorpe and Grace Kuhlman in the lineup now for the Lady Cats. And a substitute for Rock Creek, Allie Jensen, the 5'7" junior, on the floor for their first substitute. Inbound to Reuter. Now they'll bring it on the top of the circle to Brockish. She'll work right wing. Looking inside, now the high post. Back on the top, they'll feed it down on the low. Reuter, turnaround shot, blocked away, no good. Loose ball on the floor, picked up. Put back shot, no good for Rock Creek, and the Lady Cats clear it out. Ahead to there on the side. Kuhlman can't get it to fall on the left-hand shot, and rebounded away to the Mustangs. Up court they'll come. Set from 18. Shot is on the way up and good. Magnuson Figgy with the bucket. And it's a 4-0 lead for the Mustangs here with 4:21 remaining in the first quarter. Dribble drive to the hoop. Wagner put the ball on the floor, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. That foul on the backside, number 12, Abby Reuter picking up her first personal. And a substitute set to come in, number 32, Emma Seals, will come in after the free throw attempt. Wagner connects on that first free throw and gets the first point on the board for the Lady Cats. Back in the lineup, Lanny Scott checking back in. And number 13 checks in for her first action is Evie Gill. Wagner steps at the charity stripe. She'll be there for her second free throw attempt. On the way, this one off the rim, hard to the right side, and Rock Creek collects. 4-1, the Mustangs in the lead as we approach the 4-minute mark here of this first quarter of play. They feed it inside, ball tipped loose, and stolen out of there by Thorpe. She'll bring it on the left-hand side, looks ahead, cut off from the dribble. They'll go to Young on the wing. She sets behind the arch. A three on the way is no good, and rebounded off to the Mustangs. Rock Creek doing a great job of getting position for that rebound. Drive down low, no good. Kuhlman rebounds, gives out to Thorpe. She'll bring it up on the right wing. She'll set from three. Shot on the way is no good. Rebounded up by Gill. And the Mustangs again with the ball in control in the backcourt. Lady Cats cold from the field tonight on the shot. Just can't get that first one to fall. Ball tipped loose in the backcourt. It's Sawyer with the loose ball. She'll bring it up for the Lady Cats. She's going to drive the lane. A player control foul as the defender had positioning. And Paige Sawyer is whistled for her first personal foul. That'll be the second team foul now on the Lady Cats, as Ashlyn Debley and Julia Gilman both check back in for the Lady Cats now. Thorpe puts pressure in the backcourt. They'll bring it up on the right wing across the timeline into the hands of Vetter on the wing. Back to the top of the circle. Vetter gets it back on the right wing. They look inside now. Skip pass cross court. Lady Cats playing a 2-3 zone here. They'll play it to the right side. Vetter dribble drive to the hoop. It's up and in. Tabitha Vetter with her first bucket of the night. And Rock Creek extends out to a 6-1 lead here with 2:42 remaining in the first quarter of play. Young on the far wing. Goes off the pick. Dribble drives. A floater up. No good. Rebounded out to Rock Creek. They'll bring it up on the right wing. Better dribble drive. Lays it up and lays it in again. Coach Dave Gilman calling a timeout as Rock Creek has forced the action in the early going. They take a 8-1 lead over the Lady Cats here with 2:20 remaining in the first quarter of play at the Burlington Invitational. It's a quick 30-second timeout as he wants to get these Lady Cats into a set offense. The shots are not falling, and they're not doing a good job of finding rebound position here in the early going. Three-man crew of veterans officials that we've seen a number of times here throughout seasons and at the Invitational. And they've done a great job so far in the early going. As these ladies force that action up and down the floor, they're on the top of it, ready for the game. Lady Cats will play it in the backcourt, trailing 8-1 here at the Burlington Invitational. Across the timeline, they'll look high post. Finds Kuhlman on the left wing. She puts the ball on the floor, had to pick up her dribble, but she traveled, and the turnover sends the ball back to Rock Creek. Lady Cats with full court pressure now. Stolen by Debley, but another turnover. Debley knocks it out of bounds, and it'll stay with Rock Creek. Good pressure by the Lady Cats, something that they changed up coming out of that timeout. Substitute checking back in on the floor is Megan Prockish for the Rock Creek Mustangs. They'll play it into the backcourt. Annie Scott with the dribble across the timeline on the right wing. Lady Cats now in man-to-man defense here. They pick them up all over the court. Across the timeline, ball high overhead. Prockish from behind the arch. A three on the way, rims off, no good. Rebound down low. Spin move, turnaround. Lady Scott up with the shot, and she gets the bucket. That is a 10-1 lead for the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs. Lady Cats down court. Look down low to Kuhlman. Up with the left hand, and Grace Kuhlman gets the first bucket of the night for Burlington. We're at the 119 mark. As the ball gets away from Rock Creek out of bounds, a turnover sends it back in the hands of the Lady Cats. They'll play it in the backcourt as Camry Wagner checks back on the floor. Also substituting back in Madison Figge for Rock Creek. Full court pressure. Gilman takes the ball on the inbound. Gives it back to Thorpe now. Gilman across the timeline with the dribble. Right wing, man-to-man defensive pressure by the Mustangs. High post, here comes Wagner out to the top side. And Debley comes out to receive it on the right wing. They'll find Kirsten behind the arch, up for the shot, and that three ball is what she's been waiting for. Lady Cats scoring those last two times down the court and narrow that lead to a 10-6 margin here with under a minute to go in the first quarter. Across the timeline, they'll put it in the hands of Prockish to set the offense for Rock Creek. Back on the left-hand side, Prockish sets from 12. Shot up and good. Megan Prockish with her first bucket of the night. And it's a 12-6 margin. 25 seconds on the clock here as Gilman brings the ball across the timeline. They'll set to the high post and find Camry Wagner looking for a cutter underneath. They'll find Depley coming out to meet the ball. Down low, Thorpe came off a low pick, but that lay-in won't fall. And Rock Creek clears the boards. Up court on the right wing. 6 seconds on the clock. They'll have to work it. Put the ball on the shot on the way. A whistle and foul stops play as Jarrah Thorpe picks up her first personal foul here. And that will send number 5, Madison Piggy, to the line to shoot a pair. Clock stopped with 1.2 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That free throw on the way off the front of the rim. No good. Bounds away. But she'll be there for her second. Paige Sawyer returns to the lineup for the Lady Cats here as everyone's set at the free throw line. The second shot is on the way off the front of the rim. No good. Gilman with the board as the buzzer sounds. We go to the end of the first quarter of play. The Rock Creek Lady Mustangs lead it 12-6 over the Lady Cats here at the Burlington Invitational. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back on the Dog.
The Appliance Store in Burlington has a large selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, along with Speed Clean washers and dryers, and is your headquarters for #1 voted Green Mountain Pellet Grills. The Appliance Store also has Oric vacuum cleaners, bags, parts, and service what they sell, with a great selection of appliance parts on hand. The Appliance Store at 602 South 4th Street in Burlington thanks you for supporting local business and is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hi, kids. It's Timmy the Tooth. Have you been to see your dentist lately?
Visiting the dentist doesn't have to be that frightening. It's all about which dentist you choose. At the office of Rick Smith DDS in Gridley, they offer individual comfort care for all ages. From grandparents to grandchildren, you will receive a comfortable and pleasant process. Give Rick Smith DDS a call today at 620-836-2015.
Courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball on the Dog here. It's the Burlington Invitational first round game. The Lady Cats coming in as the #2 seed, but somebody forgot to tell Rock Creek as they came out to play from the tip, and they have a lead 12-6 at the end of the first quarter of play. Rock Creek will play it in on the far side. Put the ball on the floor, dribble drive to the hoop, off the rim, no good. Rebounded away by Thorpe, and here come the Lady Cats. Up court, driving the lane, but a steal taken away by Rock Creek, and they'll have the ball. Across the timeline comes Prockish with the dribble. She'll find the high post Reuter, looks down underneath. Low and turnaround shot up off the rim, no good, but Reuter's there for the putback. Rock Creek doing a great job on the boards here on the defensive side, not giving the Lady Cats any chance for putbacks, but got their own. Down low, definitely comes up with her first bucket of the night. And we roll on. Across the timeline, a 6-point margin, 14-8. The Mustangs lead it here at the Burlington Invitational. 3-point shot away is no good. Lady Cats boards out ahead to Gilman on the right wing. She'll bring it up, looks inside to Depley, pulls it back out. Now they'll swing it to Thorpe. Behind the arch, her three away is no good, but Gilman's there for a rebound. Picks up the ball back to Thorpe. Another three away, no good, and Rock Creek controls. They'll slow it down, bring it across the timeline, work methodically, and run that offense. Man-to-man pressure by the Lady Cats here. They began in a zone-type defense and pulled it back out to put more pressure on the ball. Now they'll spin it to the left wing. Landing Scott. Pass, dribble, go through. On the right side, she goes to post down low. Can't get it to her. They'll pull it back out on the wing. To the top of the circle in the hands of Prockish. They work down low. Ball tipped away, but Rock Creek gets it back. Shot up. Rebound, flip back. It's up and in. Number 13, Abby Gill gets that putback on the missed shot for her first bucket of the night and extends out to an 8-point margin, 16-8. But answering right back is Ashlyn Depley for the Lady Cats. Now a 6-point margin, 10-16. The Lady Cats trail the Mustangs with 5:55 left on the clock here at Burlington High. On the left wing, they'll pull it to the top of the circle. Now set the offense, looking for that high-low post. They'll spin it left side in the hands of Procish. She'll put it on the floor, dribble drive. We've got a whistle and a foul, stops play. And but it's a timeout. No, the Mustangs call a timeout here. Didn't like the offensive set that they were into. A quick 30-second timeout here as head coach Adam Plummer giving instruction to the Lady Mustangs here as they have come out with flair in the first half of play, taking a 16-10 lead over the Lady Cats. The Mustangs were the Lady Cats' first team in last year's action, also reviewing items from the program here. And the Lady Cats a decisive 45-20 win in the first game of the tournament last year over Rock Creek. But Rock Creek says, we came to Burlington, we're playing basketball tonight. They'll play it in underneath their own bucket with 5:19 left on the clock. A 6-point lead for the Rock Creek Mustangs. Behind the arch, a three, in and out, no good, and Depley is there to secure the rebound for the Lady Cats. Up court on the right wing, Young goes down the lane, floater in, won't go, put back shot, and she's fouled. Kirsten Young split the defenders to go in for the lay-in. Couldn't get it to fall, stayed with it on the rebound, put back. That wouldn't fall as she was slapped on the side of the head. Kirsten will step to the line. She has 3 points in the contest for the Lady Cats so far, hitting one from behind the arch. As she'll be at the charity stripe now to shoot a pair. First one is on the way. Up and good. Second shot also up and good for Kirsten. Now it's 4-point margin. Lady Cats lead, trail the Mustangs. Bad pass thrown away. That turnover comes right back to the Lady Cats. They've upped the defense here in this second quarter of play. 4:55 on the mark. And on the high post, looking down low, try to force it in, and a steal comes out of there with it for the Mustangs. Ball in the hands of Figgy. Picks up her dribble, now works right wing. Gill back on top. Now they'll spin left side. Substitute set to check in. Over the top, we've got a reach-in foul. Ashlyn Depley trying to steal that inlet pass, and she's whistled for her first personal. Now 4 team fouls on the Lady Cats as Rock Creek will play it in under their own bucket. Looking for a cutter down in the lane. Inlet goes to number 32, Emma Seals, and she gets her first point of the night. Extend that lead back out to an 18-12 margin here for the Mustangs. Lady Cats look to Sawyer behind the arch. Her three is off. No good. A one shot and rebounded to the Mustangs. They'll bring it up on the right wing. Look over the top. Ball tipped loose on the floor. And Lady Cats come out of there with it. They lead it ahead to Julia Gilman, up and in for the lay-in. Good job by the Lady Cats coming up with that loose ball. Look ahead to Gilman, and she completes it for the Lady Cats. Shot away and long rebound. Young with the dribble. She'll come to the hoop, lays it up left-handed, and gets that to fall.
A My Town media station.
Rock and roll can save the world.
Classic rock.
KSNP 97.7 Burlington. The Flint Hills Classic Rock Station. 97.7 The Dawg.
On the near wing, they'll find a high post. Sets from inside the arch. Shot away, bounds around and down. That was Allie Jensen with her first bucket from long range, just inside the three-point arch. Takes it back to a 4-point lead again for the Mustangs. Lady Cats with the high post. They'll swing it to Gilman. She'll pull back out on the dribble. They'll set the offense again. Now find the high post. Wagner looking for the cutter down in the lane. Definitely steps out to take it. Gives it up to Sawyer. Looks back inside, not there. They'll skip pass all the way to Gilman. She's cut off from the drive, brings it back out. They'll set the high post again, looking down low. Sawyer couldn't get the pass in. Definitely picks up her dribble. 10-footer on the way, no good. And rebounded again to the Mustangs. Up court comes Rock Creek. Dribble drive in the lane, no good. Rebound, put-back shot. We're going to have a whistle and a foul as Camry Wagner was pinched on the outside trying to go over the top for the block, and she makes contact, picking up her second personal foul. No, that was that down low? The free throw is on the way. No, they whistled that foul on Gilman. Julia Gilman picking up her first foul. She was down on the bottom side. As Allie Jensen steps up, first free throw away on the miss, but the second one is good. And it's a 5-point margin, 21-16 now for the Rock Creek Mustangs with 2:10 on the clock here in the second quarter. Across the timeline, Lady Cats work it to the high post. Kuhlman, she dribble drives and gets tripped up on the way to the hoop. Grace Kuhlman. Don't know if this is going to be a shooting foul. Yes, it will. No, they say it was on the floor before the shot, so the Lady Cats will play it in under their own bucket. Abby Reuter picks up her second personal foul now. 14 fouls on the visitors. Looking to inbound. They'll kick out to Cameron. Wagner with the dribble at the free throw line. Gives it up to Gilman. Now they'll start the offense all over again. Michael Watkins checked into the lineup. She's got the ball on the right wing. Gives it up to Gilman. Looking inside again against this man-to-man pressure defense by the Rock Creek Mustangs. Kuhlman spins it out to Young. A three ball, and again, Kirsten Young has found the touch now. A pair of threes for Kirsten. 21-19, the Lady Cats trail by 2. They'll try to work the ball inside. Everybody collapses on the defense by the Lady Cats. Now, Mustangs kick it out to the top. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Loose ball on the floor. Kuhlman picks it up. And here come the Lady Cats on the right wing. Watkins with the ball gives it back to Kirsten. She's going to put it on the floor. Finds Wagner in the paint. Gives it back out to Watkins. Lady Cats not able to get a good gap in that defense. They'll put it back to Kirsten. A three-ball shot away is no good. Rebound fought for, and a tie-up? No, a whistle and a foul. On the reach-in, that is going to be another quick foul on Julia Gilman. Her second personal now. And 16 fouls on the Lady Cats. 51 seconds left in the first half of play. Lady Cats trail it by 2. Across the timeline, Mustangs set the offense to the high post. Cutters down low. Everybody checks off. They'll put it back into the hands of Jensen. Over the top now on the right wing to Figge. Thorpe with the defensive pressure there. Back out on top. Jensen flopped down low in the paint. Stolen. It's tipped away. Nice job. Watkins got a hand in, tipped it, and it rolls off the Mustangs out of bounds. The Lady Cats will bring it up with 23 seconds remaining. They've got a chance to tie or take the lead on a three. Kuhlman went from the high post, looks into the low post. Good shot, rolls off. Kirsten Young could not get the benefit of a soft rim there, but she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul on number 2, Elaney Scott. She picks up her first personal foul and sends Kirsten Young to the line. That free throw on the way hard off the back of the rim, no good. And she'll be there for a second free throw attempt. Clock stopped at 9 seconds remaining in the first half. Free throw on the way is up and good. 1-point margin, 21-20. Lady Cats trail it here as we approach the first half final. Tip ball Thorpe comes out of there with it, leads out ahead. Kirsten at the buzzer, but that one won't fall. And we go to the end of the first half of play here at the Burlington Invitational with the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs leading 21-20 over the Burlington Lady Cats. We're going to take a timeout, go back to the station for a 3-minute break for our sponsors of Lady Cat basketball, and we'll have the first half stats when we return. Bobby, it's yours.
You're in a hurry and your car won't start. And you need a jump. Or how about the time you locked your keys in the car? Or the time you hit that deer and smashed in the front end of your car? Or maybe you just need something hauled and you don't have a truck. Maybe you just need a tire changed. Call Jeff's Towing and Recovery, AAA provider at 785-213-1669. That's 785-213-1669. And remember, it's your choice who tows your vehicle.
Does fall weather make you dream of a new home? How about that remodeling project, such as a garage or room addition? Whatever your dreams are made of, First National Bank of Kansas has many favorable options for you. From refinancing to building projects, rates are still low, so why not check them out? See Paul and Kathy in Osage City, Chris and Craig in Waverly, or Donna and Craig in Burlington. First National Bank of Kansas, where dreams come true. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts in Burlington and 97.7 The Dawg invite you to some action on ice as the Topeka Roadrunners battle it out for victory. We're giving away 2 tickets on Tuesdays for hockey at its finest at the Kansas Expo Center in Topeka. Get signed up for your chance to win tickets at U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts, 401 Garrettson in Burlington. For home game dates and times, go to Topeka Roadrunners on Facebook.
Life Care Center Burlington offers all the comforts of home as well as added luxuries, including a beauty and barber salon, specialized fine dining program, courtyard and gardening area, and is conveniently located near shopping, retirement communities, and other medical community resources. Life Care also provides in- and outpatient rehabilitation services for all ages. Their licensed staff offers 24-hour skilled nursing. Stop by and visit the Life Care Center of Burlington today, located at 601 Cross Street.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best protection at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net. The staff at Diners Cafe, located at 1020 North 2nd Street in Burlington, wants to say thank you to our customers for their patronage. If you haven't been in yet, come give us a try. We believe you'll be pleasantly surprised. We strive to provide you with a total dining experience, great service, wholesome eats, and a comfortable atmosphere. Diners Cafe, we're happy to be a part of Burlington and Coffee County. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn. Proud to support USD 244 activities.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on The Dawg tonight. It's the 25th annual Burlington Invitational Tournament hosted at Burlington High School. A wintry mix caused a delay from Tuesday night action. So our first round games are here on Wednesday. A little bit of history of the Burlington Invitational. 2 years ago, weather also played a factor when they had to move the schedule around, change from a Tuesday to a Thursday start time, and then a late storm on Wednesday night caused havoc on Thursday. So they moved it back another day, starting on Friday. Second round was on Saturday afternoon. And then the finals were Monday. That was 2 years ago, with the Sabetha boys and the Paola girls taking home the tournament titles that year. Last year, it was the Rock Creek boys and the Labette County girls in the championship for the wins last year. And both those teams return here this year again for the Burlington Invitational. We had games earlier this afternoon in the girls bracket at 3:30. It was Labette County taking on Prairie View, getting a 71-25 victory in that early game. And in the other side of the bracket with the girls, it was Sabetha, a 40-27 win over Iowa. In the second game matchups of the game, we went to the boys bracket, and that found Sabetha victorious there over Iowa also, 68-52 on the boys' side. And here in the high school gym, the game that concluded just before our girls' contest, it was Paola taking the win, 51-44 over Labette County in opening round games. As we speak, over in the middle school gym on the ladies' side, it is Independence and Paola matching up. But right here, the Burlington Lady Cats and the Rock Creek Mustangs, and the Mustangs came out to win the game. They've been 0-8 for the season, but they took it to the Lady Cats as much as an 8-1 lead in the first quarter of play before the Lady Cats claw back, and we're at the half. It's Rock Creek up 21-20 over the Lady Cats here at the halftime break. A whole fist of scorers for Rock Creek. They have two girls with 4 points each, Abby Roeder and Tabitha Vetter, each with 4 points. 3 points tonight from Allie Jensen, and then 5 Lady Mustangs in the scorebook with a 2-pointer on their way to a 21-point total. On the Lady Cat side of the ledger, Julia Gilman and Grace Kuhlman, each with 2-pointers for the Lady Cats. Camry Wagner in the book with 1 free throw. Ashlyn Devley got a pair of 2-pointers in that second quarter as the Lady Cats outscored Rock Creek 14-9 in the second quarter to narrow that margin back. And it's Kristen Young leading the way for the Lady Cats. Kirsten with 11 points, 3 out of 4 free throws, a 2-pointer, and a pair of threes from behind the arc to put the Lady Cats at the halftime break with 20 points on the board. Their lowest point total in a half all season long. But it's been a good job of defending by Rock Creek. They've done a great job of rebounding on the defensive end, limiting the Lady Cats to very few putback opportunities as they controlled the defensive board throughout this first half. That's something for the coaching staff to look at. Coach Gilman and Kuhlman in the locker room here at the halftime as they're going to bring out a more intense defense and probably a more aggressive offense going into the lane to try to get that ball up and in and get the scoring cranked up for the Lady Cats. For the Invitational, a slimmer crowd than usual. The weather effect had to be a big part of this for the changing over to a Wednesday night action, but a good crowd of Burlington supporters here, a long trip down from Rock Creek to the contest tonight. The Wildcats will be taking on Prairie View in the nightcap tonight in their first round game. They've been out on the floor warming up. Not sure if Prairie View had any travel troubles as their boys team not out here warming up between the girls contest. We'll have to see if we can find out some information about that as the Wildcats got in their warm-up time with no problem. But both ladies teams are back out on the floor. Last-minute instructions from the coaching staffs here before we get ready for the second half of play. Lady Cats, an unusual situation where they come in trailing at the halftime. The only contest this year was their one loss against Baldwin at that Wildcat Bulldog Classic held in Baldwin back in December. Was the only time they have trailed at the halftime. But they'll come out here to begin our second half. They'll be on the offensive side. Looks like Kirsten Young will play it in on the far side as Rock Creek getting their last second instructions from the coaching staff here and we will be underway. Burlington Band on the far side did their performance at the halftime for all of the folks. Coach Barrett coming by. He's warmed up. He's ready for the boys contest to tip off at the end of this contest. As we get ready also on the far side, Paige Sawyer to inbound. Young in the front court now gives it up to Julia Gilman, and we are underway. Man-to-man defense by the Mustangs. Sawyer on the right wing, takes it out to Young behind the arch. Three-pointer to open the second half, and it's good. Came out of the halftime break with that set play, and the Lady Cats take their first lead of the night with that three-pointer to open the contest here in the second. 23-21, Lady Cats lead it. Ball tipped away out of bounds off the hands of Rock Creek. The turnover comes to the Lady Cats. And they'll set it across the timeline again with Gilman to set the offense. Goes to Sawyer. She goes down the lane in the hoop, out on the wing. Rebound and a loose ball. A reach-in foul. Gilman had the ball, got reached in and grabbed on the side by number 12. That's Abby Reuter picking up her third personal foul. As she'll return to the bench, substitute checking in, number 32, Emma Seals. Seals came in as a substitute. A whistle and a foul. Smart move by Paige Sawyer on the inbound. The defender had turned her back. Paige just threw it off of her back. The ball lands on the floor. Paige steps in, picks it up, goes to the hoop for the shot, and gets fouled. That was Tabitha Vetter with the personal foul. As Sawyer hits the first free throw, can't connect on the second, and it'll be Mustang ball. First point of the night for Sawyer here, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Now a timeout on the floor by Coach Adam Plummer. Quickly, he wants to talk to his Lady Mustangs as he does not like the way the Lady Cats have started out here in this second half of play. Kirsten Young hitting a big three ball, and then going to the line, Paige Sawyer gets the free throw, and the Lady Cats a 24-21 lead here in the first minute of play in the third quarter. Quick 30-second timeout. The officials come to the coaches, say, let's go. We've got to get out here and get this game on a roll. Lady Cats got some inspiration in that locker room. It's going to be Mustang ball to play it in here in front of the scorer's bench. Ball in the hands of Madison Figge. They'll inbound into the backcourt. Ball stripped loose down on the floor. Now a trap on the far side. And Young gets the steal. She'll bring it up all alone. Lays it up and in. Good job, Kirsten Young, finding that loose ball. Control on the dribble. And takes it all the way to the hoop. Up court come the Lady Cats. Mustangs go down low, but a turnover stolen away by Depley. And the Lady Cats on a 6-0 run here to begin this second half of play. Lady Cats down low, but a turnover. Depley with a double dribble. Ball goes into Rock Creek's hands as Jara Thorpe checks into the lineup for Burlington. And on the Rock Creek side, number 23, Allie Jensen, a 5'7" junior, returns to the lineup for the Mustangs. Rock Creek brings it across the timeline in the backcourt, looks to the high post. Bad pass, but came over to the right side. Down low, shot away, no good. Ball loose, tipped out in the open court, and Figge takes it down for Rock Creek. Now they'll put it in the hands of Scott. Another timeout by Rock Creek here. The coach not happy with the way they're starting their offense. Lady Cats leading 26-21. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dog.
In life, there are people, places, and things known as exceptional. There is a place like that in Garnett, Kansas. Hi, this is Brian Steffens, and I'm talking about Beckman Motors. Everywhere you go, you'll see vehicles with the Beckman Motors name on them. We want to show you how exceptional we are. The next time you decide to buy a new Ford or Chevy or any pre-owned vehicle, do yourself a favor and come to Beckman Motors in Garnett and experience what it's like to buy a vehicle from exceptional people in an exceptional place. Beckman Motors on Highway 59 in Garnett, Kansas, selling new Fords and Chevrolets along with pre-owned vehicles for a long, long time and doing it exceptionally well every day.
Stop in at Hoover's Thriftway, your friendly hometown grocery store in Burlington, where this week you can get a free 5-pound bag of russet potatoes and a 1-pound bag of baby carrots when you buy a 2.5-pound or larger arm roast at $3.99 a pound. And the buy 8, save $8 sale. You can save $8 instantly at checkout when you mix and match 8 participating craft items. And also a 10 for $10 mix or match sale. All at Hoover's Thriftway in Burlington. Sale ends January 23rd.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
We're back at Burlington High School with the Lady Cats leading 26-21 over the ladies from Rock Creek. The Mustangs came out with a lot of pressure and took the lead at the halftime, but the Lady Cats have outscored Rock Creek 6-0 here as we're 2 minutes into this second half of play. Good defense by the Lady Cats. They get the tie-up on the far side. Possession arrow will point to the Mustangs, but the Lady Cats have kicked up their intensity, gotten a couple of turnovers, couple of steals, and turned them into buckets for the Lady Cats. Ball inbounded to Rock Creek. They'll dribble on the right-hand wing. Picking up the dribble is Prockish. They go down low. Shot won't fall, and Sawyer boards it for the Lady Cats. Lead out ahead to Jara Thorpe on the left wing. Now finds Sawyer. She'll put it on the floor. It goes down in the lane. Ball on the floor. Now a tie-up. It's going to be possession arrow to the Lady Cats this time. Page didn't have a clear gap, and with that tie-up, she'll be the one to inbound it for Burlington. Looking underneath. There goes Camry down the lane. Shot up. Rolls around and off. We've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to send Camry Wagner to the line for the Lady Cats to shoot a pair. Number 32 picking up the foul is Emma Seals. That is her first personal and the second team foul. As Camry hard off the back of the rim with that first free throw attempt, but she'll stand in for a second. She had 1 point in the first half of play for the Lady Cats. She'll be at the line for her second. This second one is on the way. Nothing but net that time. And the Lady Cats continue with that run, a 27-21 lead for the Lady Cats here with 5:25 remaining on the clock in the third quarter of play. Ball on the floor comes right side. Rockies with the dribble. They lay it down in the lane, but we've got a push foul on the floor. That's foul on number 5, Paige Sawyer, picking up her third personal foul. And the second team foul on the Lady Cats as Julia Gilman checks back in for Burlington. Julia picked up a pair of quick fouls in that second quarter for the Lady Cats. And Rock Creek will play it in. Under their own bucket. Lob, they go up to the free throw line. Ball tipped loose, and the Lady Cats come out of there with it. Gilman leads out ahead to Young. Picks up her dribble back to Julia. A three-pointer on the way. It's halfway down, no good, but Cameron Wagner controls for the Lady Cats. They'll put it on the right wing. Going to the hoop, Thorpe with the drive, but she's fouled. Foul on the far side, number 5, Madison Figge, picking up her first personal foul. As Grace Kuhlman checks in for the Lady Cats here. Clock stopped at 4:55 in the third quarter. A 6-point lead, 27-21. Lady Cats on top. Inbound to Wagner. Now back to Thorpe on the far wing. Finds Kuhlman down in the low post. Gives it back to Thorpe. A three on the way off the front of the rim. No good. And boarded up to Lanny Scott for the Mustangs. They'll set on the right wing to set the offense. Now back top of the key. Gill with the ball high over the top. Finds Figge. Ball stripped. Thorpe knocked the loose ball. It's loose on the floor now. That is Julia Gilman. Aggressive on the defense, but she reaches in and picks up her third personal and the third team foul on the Lady Cats. Micah Watkins returns to the lineup now for Burlington as Julia Gilman will go to the bench along with Dad. Inbound and a backcourt violation. Took the ball in the forecourt, pivoted and set the foot back down in the backcourt. The Lady Cats profit from the turnover. They'll get the ball back with 4:27 remaining here in the third. High post, Kuhlman looks for the pick, comes around it on the right side, gives it back to Camry. She'll find Thorpe behind the arch. A three on the way, no good. Rebound, Young went in down low, under, got the putback shot, won't fall, and Rock Creek controls a rebound. A whistle and a foul is going to stop action as Kirsten Young, frustrated that she couldn't get the second shot to fall, is whistled for her first personal foul. Number 13 back on the floor for Rock Creek is Eva Gill, a 5'7" freshman for head coach Adam Plummer. Ball stripped away on the far side. It's off of Rock Creek, out of bounds, and that'll be Lady Cat basketball. 4:01 on the clock. The Lady Cats coming from 1 point down, now lead it by 6 here in the third quarter. On the left wing, Watkins returns it back to Thorpe, but we've got a push foul on the floor. Cats will play it in under their own bucket as Eva Gill is guilty of her first personal, and 5 team fouls on the Mustangs. Lady Cats inbound it. They give it to Camry, now back behind the arches. Thorpe, she's going to dribble drive in the lane. The roller finally finds a home in the net. Jara Thorpe connects on her first bucket of the night, and the Lady Cats extend that lead now on a 9-0 run. They lead it 21-29. Whistle and a foul stops play. Going for the rebound, Allie Jensen of the Mustangs picks up her first personal foul. And up we go. 3:30 on the clock here as Thorpe brings it across the timeline. She finds the high post. Kuhlman puts it on the floor. Dribble drive to the hoop. Blocked away. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. As a blocking foul on number 10. Prockish picks up her first personal foul. And that's the 7th team foul now on Rock Creek. To the line, Grace Kuhlman shooting 2. Hits the first. And she'll be there for a second opportunity. Grace had 2 points in the first quarter of play. Now sets at the free throw line. One free throw up. Second one banks home for 2. And the Lady Cats move out to a 31-21 lead here with 3:16 left on the clock in this third quarter. They've held the Blues ball on the floor. Everybody down for it and a tie-up. Good job on the far side. That was Thorpe getting in there to knock that ball away and then tie it up on the floor. The possession arrow goes to Rock Creek. And the Lady Cats, an 11-0 run to open this third quarter, holding Rock Creek scoreless for 5 minutes. They have control out at the top of the circle. Now swing to the right wing to Gill. She'll dribble back to the top of the key. Picks up that dribble. Lady Cat defense doing a great job out away from the hoop. Puts the ball on the floor. Now they'll spin right wing. Lob goes inside and Depley tips it away. Now we've got a tie-up. Good job fronting on the defense there. They couldn't get the ball up over the top. And that turnover possession arrow goes to the Lady Cats. Thorpe will bring it up court across the timeline on the left wing. Gives it up to Watkins, and she'll go down the lane, kicks it off to Depley. She's trapped down low now, gets it back out to Watkins. They'll find Young at the top of the circle. Back to Young. She's behind the arch. A 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebounded out of there to Scott, and she'll dribble up for the Mustangs. Top of the key, goes left side. Gill now with the dribble. Good pressure defense by the Lady Cats here as we approach the 2-minute mark. Lady Cats a 10-point margin, 31-21. Ball tipped loose in the backcourt, and Rock Creek will recover. They'll bring it up across the timeline on the far side. Watkins with the defensive pressure. Lob down low, but stolen away. Young with the dribble. She'll bring it up. Lady Cats 3-on-3. Young's going to split the defense off the board and in. Kirsten Young, good job recognizing where the defense was moving, and she split the difference. 33-21. Lady Cats have had it all on their side here in this third quarter of play. Pressure out away from the hoop. They'll put it to the high post on the left-hand wing now for Rock Creek. They look for a cutter down low under. Stepping out to take the ball, Laney Scott fires off a three-pointer. No good, and the Lady Cats board it. They'll clear it to Young. As we hit the 1-minute mark, near side, Watkins with the ball finds Kuhlman in the lane. She'll lay it down low to Debley. Spin move up and in. Ashlyn Debley got the defender on her hip and took it all the way to the hoop. Under a minute to play, and the Lady Cats lead it by 14 now. We've got a foul on the reach-in, a grab. A foul down low on Ashlyn Debley, picking up her second personal foul. And 5 team fouls on the Lady Cats. Rock Creek will play it in front of their own bench here with 47 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. Pressure out at the top of the circle. A double dribble, dribbling with both hands there as the ball nearly got loose from the Mustang. And the Lady Cats will take advantage of one more turnover. That defense has done the job here in the third quarter, causing Rock Creek all types of focus problems. But a turnover on the other end, Lady Cats give it right back. With 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter, they lead it 35-21 over the Rock Creek Mustangs. They'll play it in the backcourt. Pressure by the Lady Cats. At the dividing line, ball loose on the floor, but Micah Watkins was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Runs right over the top of the Lady Mustang. Her first personal foul, now 16 fouls on Burlington. They'll inbound, but a bad pass high over the top, goes out of bounds on the far side. We'll bring it right back. Nobody touched it on the way. And the Lady Cats will play it in front of the scorer's bench. Jarrah Thorpe in the backcourt now will set the offense for Burlington. High post comes Debley. Puts it on the floor. Now we've got a block foul. That's number 12. Abby Reuter picking up her fourth personal foul. And the 8th team foul will send Debley to the line to shoot 1 plus a bonus. Ashlyn with 6 points on the night. Sets for the first free throw on the way. No good. It's off the front of the rim. And after getting the rebound, Reuter moved her pivot foot, and that turnover gives it back to Burlington. Substitute set to check in. Tabitha Vetter now. Also, number 13 coming in is Heavy Gill. Watkins will play it in underneath the Lady Cat basket here with 22 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of play. High over the top, they'll come to Kuhlman. She'll set the offense on the right wing. Now high post is Wagner. She'll put the ball on the floor back to Kuhlman. Plenty of time, 12 seconds on the clock. High post Debley. She'll put it on the floor, goes to the hoop. Stop there, but have to come back, and we've got a whistle. Block down low, sends Debley to the line as number 23, Allie Jensen, picks up her second personal. And Ashlyn will go to the line again. It'll be 1 plus a bonus. That free throw on the way, hard off the back of the rim. Kuhlman gets the rebound, but we've got a possession tie-up. That arrow points to Rock Creek now with 4.3 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. In the backcourt, Scott brings it up. They lob it down low. It's off the hands of Rock Creek, out of bounds, and we go to the end of 3 quarters of play. The Lady Cats dominating that entire third quarter, outscoring Rock Creek 15-0 and take a 14-point lead into the break. We're back after this 1-minute timeout.
If you've got just the right paint color in mind, don't settle for anything less. Head to Burlington Building Materials, located at 626 Neosho in Burlington, and experience a brand new paint department brought to you by Do It Best Quality Paints. Your home is your canvas, and whether you're looking for a functional neutral or a pop of the trending hue, the Colors Journeys experience at Burlington Building Materials has all the tools you need to help your vision come to life. Colors Journeys, your destination for inspiration.
Sports socks can be fashionable. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, has the Touch brand of compression socks. These combed cotton knee-high support socks offer a snug, stylish fit and feel luxuriously smooth against the skin. Sizes for men and women are available in timeless patterns and colors. Buy the softest compression socks on the market today at Prescription Center, 312 Cross Street. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, 620-364-5523.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg. That was one quarter of Lady Cat basketball as they outscored Rock Creek 15-0 to start that third quarter. They open up the fourth quarter with the ball in the hands of Kirsten Young. She goes to the hoop, gets the bucket, and she's now got 20 points on the night. The Lady Cats continue on the big run, 17-0 over Rock Creek since the halftime break. Ball back in the hands of the Lady Cats at the top of the circle. They'll work deftly at the high post. Finds a cutter. There's Gilman, comes out to receive the ball. Lays it down low to Wagner. She'll pick up that dribble. Gives it out to Kirsten. A three on the way is good. And Kirsten Young has found her range and puts the Lady Cats up top, 40-21 here in the fourth quarter. Steal by Kirsten. Ball back in the hands of the Lady Cats here as they continue up court. Wagner picks up the loose ball, goes out to Julia Gilman. Her three ball is on the way. That's good. Julia Gilman with 5 points. And the Lady Cats lead at 43-21 here over Rock Creek. A 23-0 run for Burlington. Rock Creek with the ball out at the top of the key. They'll set the ball on the right side, high post. Coming up is Eva Gill. She looks underneath. They leave it to Scott. Turnaround shot. Blocked away by Debley. Went up high. Got a hand on that ball. And the Lady Cats control. Gilman splits the lane, lays it up, rolls off the rim, no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Rock Creek with the rebound, but trying to get possession. A reach-in foul by number 35, Camry Wagner, picking up her second personal foul. Will be the 17th foul here at the 6:04 mark of the fourth quarter. And stepping to the line as Grace Kuhlman returns for Burlington. Number one, Tabitha Fetter will step up for 1+ a bonus here. Opportunity for Rock Creek to get in the book in the second half. But that free throw will not be kind to them. It rolls off, and the Lady Cats control. Up court on the right-hand wing, now to the top of the circle, they'll find Sawyer. Kuhlman, high post, looks down under to Kirsten in the low lane. Turnaround shot, up and good. Kirsten Young with another bucket, and she's got 25 on the night. That's 3 over her season average of 22 scores for the Lady Cats. Scott with the ball on the far side, tried to skip pass across, but the ball tipped into the backcourt by Burlington. Now we have a timeout on the floor by Rock Creek coach. That's going to be a 1-minute break for the players and a break for us to go back to the station for sponsors of Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg.
Napa know-how.
If you're looking for a great start to the new year, then Napa Auto Parts is just what you need. A dependable Napa Legend Premium battery with an 84-month warranty, the Napa Legend Premium will deliver great starts for the next several years. Plus, purchase one during January. You'll get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail, a new battery, and $20 back. Now that's a great start to the new year. Go NapaMocan.com or Napa Mocan on Facebook for more great offers.
Hi, this is Colin Sleazer with Alpha Roofing, LLC in Burlington. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing and have become one of the most respected roofing companies in Northeast Kansas. Customer service is our #1 priority, and knowing that your home or business is safe in our hands is what makes this licensed contractor your #1 choice. If it's a repair or an entire roof, we have the knowledge and skills to get the job done right. Stop in at 213 North 3rd Street, Burlington, or check out our website at www.alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your hometown roofing expert.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg here tonight in the Burlington Invitational. The first half, it was the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs in control over Burlington, and at the halftime break, they led it 21-20. But it's been all Lady Cats here in the second half. In fact, Burlington has outscored Rock Creek 23-0 in this second half of play. Until now, a three-point shot on the way is up and good from Lanny Scott here at the 4:55 mark, their first score of the second half of play. The Lady Cats, after a 23-0 run, Kirsten Young answers with a 2 of her own there. And it's back to a 43-point margin for Burlington. A timeout by Rock Creek again. The coach not happy with the players not running the offense that he had written up for them in that last timeout. He's out on the floor, pointing to the spot on the floor he wants them to run offense from. It generated a three-point shot, their first score of the second half when they did that. But the Lady Cats, after a 23-0 run to open the second half, had dominated the scoreboard until Lanny Scott put in a three-pointer for Rock Creek here at the 4:55 mark of the fourth quarter, their first score in the second half. And he was not happy that they didn't come out and start to run that offense when they got their next possession. So he's calling the timeout, saying, get on the same schedule that we had, and we've got to play to the very end here. First round action of the Burlington Invitational here tonight. And the Lady Cats can move into tomorrow's semifinal action. That'll be a 6:40 contest as they take on the winner of the Paola and Independence game that's being played right now over at the middle school. Dribble drive for Rock Creek. Down the middle goes number 10, Megan Prokich, and she scores. Do it like the coach says, and it works out. Up court comes Thorpe. Dribble drive in the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound gets her own down low. A putback shot, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair here as that foul is whistled down low on number 20, Lauren Gill, who picks up her first personal. Now 10 team fouls on Rock Creek here. And stepping to the line, Jara Thorpe hits the free throw. She'll be set for her second free throw attempt. 3 points on the night for Jara. And she'll stand in, ready for another free throw attempt. Short off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded away by Rock Creek. They'll bring it up. 4:06 on the clock. They trail by 22. Lady Cats. Ball kicked out on the far wing. Gill shot away, gets her own rebound. Releases out to the top of the circle. Put it in the hands of Scott. She'll dribble drive, but fouled on the way to the hoop. And she'll set to the charity stripe, Laney Scott, with 5 points already, as Jara Thorpe is whistled for the foul. Her reach in is her second personal. and the 8th team foul on the Lady Cats. Scott can't hit the first free throw as Ashlyn Debley checks in for the Lady Cats. Another on the way. It's up and good. 48-27 now. Lady Cats lead it with 3:45 on the clock. And they'll play it in the backcourt. Across the timeline on the right wing, gives it up to Thorpe. She'll dribble to the top of the circle. Give and go to Debley in the paint. Now she'll kick it back out. Julia Gilman with a three-pointer from behind the arch for the Lady Cats, as she's got 8 points on the night. 51-27. Lady Cats lead it here. Ball tipped away out in the right side. Now they'll pull it back to the top of the key. They'll set the offense from the circle. Ball loose on the floor. Everybody down for it. Finally, a tie-up. 4 ladies, 8 hands in on that ball. And the possession arrow will be with Rock Creek. Paige Sawyer checks in for Burlington now, as Kirsten Young also returns to the lineup. Jarrah Thorpe going to the bench for the Lady Cats. Rock Creek to play it in. Into the backcourt they'll go, all the way out to Prockish, and she'll bring it across. Dribble drive left side, pulls up from 10, up and in. Megan Prockish with her second bucket of this fourth quarter. Ball on the right-hand side. They'll put it in the hands of Paige Sawyer. Now set back. Young at the top of the circle. Puts it on the floor. They'll find the high post. Now Debley turns, looks inside. Nobody there. Gets it back down low to Grace Kuhlman to the bucket. And the left-hander is up and in for Grace. And she's got 6 points on the night. Down court quickly. They'll give it to Gill. Try to lay it inside. But stolen away by Grace. Kuhlman gives it off to Watkins on the far side. Now back to the near wing. Sawyer looks inside, finds Debley there. Has to kick it back out to Watkins. Down low they go to Debley. Nice look in. Grace Kuhlman with the assist. Debley gets her 8th point of the night as she was left alone down the lane. And a good pass inlet. She finishes it off. Dribble drive to the hoop by Prockish. She's fouled on the way, and she'll go to the charity stripe. Paige Sawyer is guilty of her 4th personal foul. With 9 team fouls, the next will put Rock Creek in the double bonus. Prockish steps up to the line, shooting 2 free throws on the shot attempt. She hits the first, and she'll be there for a second attempt. Substitutes checking in for Burlington. On the floor now, number 40, Katie Mefford, and number 34, Jalen Griffith, into the lineup here with 1:50 remaining in the contest. Free throw away, no good. Also, Abby Dunn, as Dunn gets the rebound of that missed free throw. Sawyer with the ball. Now out to Watkins with the ball high over her head. They'll put the ball on the left-hand side. Back out to Sawyer. Shuffled her feet. The official didn't see it happen. They'll pull it back out and find Watkins behind the arch. Picks up the dribble, gives it to Jarrah Thorpe. Now back to Watkins at the top of the circle. She'll pull it back out, patient to run that offense on the right wing. Looks to Thorpe. Ball tipped away. She'll go back and bring it. We'll approach the 1-minute mark here. Thorpe trapped, gets it up, but a whistle and a foul on the reach-in. That's number 10, Megan Prockish. She picks up her 3rd personal foul, and that'll send Thorpe to the line, shooting the double bonus as they're over the limit. Free throw on the way off the front of the rim, no good. And she'll be there for a second, as substitutes also checking in for Burlington will include Grace Hess now in the lineup, along with Zoe Caldwell for the Lady Cats. Set for the free throw. Thorpe misses the front of the rim Rebounds off and into the hands of the Mustangs. On the right side, Scott fires up a three. No good. Gill goes down and gets that rebound, but she's tied up in the lane, and the possession arrow goes to the Lady Cats. 55-30. The Lady Cats lead it here with 55 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball in the backcourt. Zoe Caldwell dribbles across the timeline. Spins it right wing to Thorpe. In the lane, her shot away. It's out of bounds. Didn't catch the rim, and it'll be Rock Creek ball. Ball in the backcourt. Scott will dribble it up for the Mustangs. They'll bring it across the timeline and set their offense against the man-to-man defense by the Lady Cats. Plays it down low, but off the hands of Rock Creek, out of bounds. It'll be Lady Cats ball on the turnover. Still full court pressure by Rock Creek. They'll put it into the backcourt. Hess with the dribble. She'll bring it across the timeline on the left wing. Turns back in, gives it up to Thorpe. 18 on the clock. Lady Cats go to the high post. Effort. Looks, spins to the right. Hess with the shot. Up and in from the free throw line. Number 31, Grace Hess, gets her first bucket of tournament action here for the Lady Cats. Scott fires off a three-pointer at the buzzer. No good. And we've come to the end of tonight's contest. The Burlington Lady Cats with a 57-30 victory over the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs in a game that was not the way you printed up on the chalkboard to start out. But the Lady Cats came out after halftime with a fire in their eye and firing at the bucket. They go on a 23-0 run, holding Rock Creek scoreless for 11 minutes before they finally break the basket in the fourth quarter. We're going to get our stats together from the victory tonight. We'll go back to the station for a 2-minute break, and we'll return with the Lady Cat wrap-up.
We're kicking off the football season at Burlington Auto Supply with a full field of savings on your fall tune-ups. Autolite spark plugs at $1.99 and Wix filters at $2.95 will get your vehicles ready to hit the road as you follow the Cats to all their home and road games. Stop by for our Saturday specials following each Wildcat victory at Burlington Auto Supply, your bumper-to-bumper parts store on Neosho Street in Burlington. Let's go, Cats!
When it comes to the health of you and your family, choosing the right pharmacist is just as important as choosing the right doctor. Find a pharmacist that's right for you at your local Medicine Shop Pharmacy. More than a healthcare advisor, they take the time to get to know you and to personally answer all your healthcare questions and concerns. Make the right choice. Choose a Medicine Shop Pharmacist. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Burlington, Kansas. Caring beyond prescriptions.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at Crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Ready to go?
Almost. I just have to stop at the bank, get a few money orders, to pay some bills.
Well, why don't you just write the checks yourself?
I can't.
Still? I thought you were back on your feet financially.
I am, but I never thought starting from square one would take this long.
For a second chance at a banking relationship, it's Central Time. Whatever the reason, life happens. You might have had a checking account that was overdrawn when it was closed. And finding a bank who will let you start with a clean slate can be a challenge. That's why Central National Bank offers New Opportunity Checking. Write checks, use a Visa check card, and enjoy free online banking and free ATM use at Central National Bank ATMs. Plus, you have a place to cash your checks. Ask about New Opportunity Checking from Central National Bank. It's money for life, the way we live today. Some restrictions and fees apply.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC in your hometown since 1884.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cats basketball right here on the Dog. If you tuned in for the whole game, you heard two separate games. It seemed like in that first half, Rock Creek came to town. They went on top 8-1 over the Lady Cats in the first 6 minutes of play. The Lady Cats trimmed that lead to a 12-6 margin at the end of the first quarter, kept fighting back, and we went to the halftime break. Rock Creek on top 21-20. They had a great defensive scheme against the Lady Cats, did a great job of rebounding, so the Lady Cats did not get any putback points and held the halftime lead. Something happened in that locker room. The Lady Cats got inspired both on the offense and defensive side, outscoring Rock Creek 15-0 in the third quarter to take a 35-21 lead. As we got underway in the fourth quarter, the defensive pressure kept up for 3 more minutes before Rock Creek got their first score of the second half, a three-pointer from Laney Scott. But it was too little too late, and the Lady Cats win it here tonight, 57-30 over the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs. Rock Creek was led tonight by Megan Prockish with 8 points, 5 points from Laney Scott, 4 from Tabitha Vetter, and 2 each from 4 more players on down the list for Rock Creek. On the Lady Cat side of the scoring ledger looks like this. Paige Sawyer with a single point. 2 points each from Camry Wagner and Grace Hess. Grace in that fourth quarter to get her first varsity points of the tournament action. 3 points tonight from Jarrah Thorpe, but she did the job on the defensive side for the Lady Cats. Then 6 points for Grace Kuhlman. 8 points each for Ashlyn Deadley and Julia Gilman. Julia hitting a pair of three-pointers in that fourth quarter for Burlington. They were led tonight by Kirsten Young. Kirsten had 11 of those 20 first half points for the Lady Cats. Came out strong in the fourth quarter, the second half, as she totaled 27 on the night to lead the way for the Burlington Lady Cats in that victory. So a 57-30 win for the Lady Cats puts them over to Friday night's semifinal action. They'll take on the winner of the Paola and Independence contest that was held in the middle school at the same time our game was coming on. We'll try to take a break between games and find out what the score was over in the other gymnasium when we come back to bring you Wildcat action. As the boys are on the floor now to get warmed up, they'll be taking on the Prairie View Buffaloes, a team that they played to start the season. They got a victory over Prairie View in that first game of the season back on December 7th. But you can't take any team lightly as Prairie View comes to town for the Burlington Invitational, their second year here at the Invitational.